to go back to a 3. I'm going to stitch that first 1.5 inches like we did on the centered zipper. So I'm actually stitching at a 3, and I'm going to be back stitching on this part. I have not taken out the basting stitch.
She just went over one. So you did on the other zipper? So you go back one. Add a 3 in your back stitch.
Alright, so we have that 1.5 inch stitch there. And what I'm going to do at this point is I am going to take out my basting. Yes, I did stitch it 3.
So why did you
Why would you do the basting to begin with?
So the reason I basted it and then I'm taking it out is that I needed to have that that exact 1 inch seam allowance pressed into the fabric, pressed open, and that's not a very good way to do that unless you baste it, because otherwise you will get all kinds of wiggles in it and feel wonky. So basting it and then pressing that open allows you to have a nice, good crease right at that 1 inch. So now I have that 1.5 inch sewn right there, and I have a nice crease pressed in all the way up and down there. So what I'm going to do is I'm
easier to
going
put the other zipper on?
press this flat again.
Because you can attach it. Yeah, because you can attach 1/2 and still see the center, and then close it and not see the center anymore. You know what I mean? Because it was hard for me with the bump. Like I kept having to like push my finger to make sure the zipper wasn't moving. Because every time, the pins just don't like me. Because every time I take them out, then the whole thing like. I don't know if it's just me. The whole thing just like.
flops on over.
Yeah, I'm like. That's why it was so bad, because I had to take it out a bunch of times, and I just gave up on pinning it. And
I
that
had my
didn't make
pin
it
like
easier.
down and then back up.
That's
and it
exactly what I
really
did.
Really?
Yeah. I just don't like me. I don't know. They were like this far apart too. I could put a lot of pins. Yeah, I don't know. Struggle.
I'm going to have the lap of the zipper on the left, so the zipper will mostly be to the left here.
Why will it mostly be to the left?
That's just the way the. Yep, so in this garment, if I'm wearing it, then the right side is over the left. Because in women's garments, the right side comes over the left.
Just a little like kickstand.
In men's garments, the left comes over the right.
Kickstand.
Huh?
Lap zipper.
Sorry, what? Lapped. L-A-P-P-E-D.
Lapped.
Yes, so I'm working on a woman's garment, so I'm going to have
Ow.
the zipper
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay.
with this lapping over the zipper. That's why it's called a lap zipper.
So so we're saying
And since you are all women, I can share what we say in the shop, which is women are always right, men are left over. That's how you know what
That's funny.
So what we're going to do is we need to attach the zipper to this left-hand section here. So what I'm going to do is I am going to pin the fold that I've created, which is why it's so important that I basted and I have the exact fold. I'm going to pin that fold to the zipper.
on the left side only.
On that side only. I'm going to pin it to the zipper tape. And gonna leave about 1/8 of an inch between the zipper teeth and the edge of my fold. If you're wearing it, yes, there's the left and then the right goes over it.
Okay, but from where you are.
Yes, because it's always as the garment is worn, not as you look at it.
That's gonna screw me up. I gotta remember that when you do it, like you're wearing it, not how you're looking at it.
With zippers?
And the reason for that was that ages ago, like when they were doing the lapping, since the right-handedness is most common, men would dress themselves, and so they needed access to use their right hand to button up or to zip or whatever. And women were often dressed, so the person with the right hand is on the outside of the garment instead of on the inside of the garment, so it goes the opposite way.
Interesting.
Alright, so now I'm going to put the zipper foot on.
Like 1/8 of an inch away.
Make sure we're back on a 3 here because we want to be stitching. And then what we're going to do is we're going to edge stitch right along the fold of this fabric. And then we'll do a back stitch right here at the bottom.
The second flap is gonna be over. The one you didn't pin.
So the left.
Oh, back stitch at the top as well, sorry.
I said the right flap goes over.
We'll just end at a back stitch instead
You're
of
right.
turning or doing anything else.
They're left.
If you're looking at the garment, you know, we're sewing. We're right now doing the right side, right?
Yeah. You're pinning the right side. Yeah.
Right away. Okay. Right.
Tricky, tricky. She backstitched, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let's make it in there. This video is gonna have a lot of talking. 1/8 of an inch away from the zipper teeth.
What?
She did 1/8 of an inch away from the zipper teeth.
I'm using this.
Oh, on the,
so
yeah,
it's
sorry.
forward right now,
Sorry.
So that way the zipper does not get in the way while I'm stitching.
Show me all the way down.
So I edge stitched on that fold, so as close to the edge as I can get without actually going over it. And the fold of the fabric is 1/8 of an inch away from the teeth of the zipper. So I have it here. So it looks like this.
What's the point of this?
There. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to press to relax those threads into the
I
zipper.
wonder.
So they stay there, and then we'll put the other part on.
Because wouldn't it become like an invisible zipper, but not really because there is an invisible zipper? No. Does that even make sense? Or is it like the ones on your pants?
Like these?
Yeah.
And again, there's different methods of doing this.
Maybe.
But if you're using the same color thread as the garment, I find that this method works really well. It's very easy. There are methods where you can sew it so you don't see that thread. That is an option that's available. But I find that this is great if you're needing to put in a zipper and everything is the same color. It just disappears, so it's great. So now what we're going to do is we're going to pin this side on. So what we want to do is make sure the lap lines up. And it just barely is going to cover that stitching, so that's where the edge stitching comes in. And the trickiest part, of course, as you all know, is at the top where your zipper fold is. What I'll do is I will delicately pin this at the top.
So you left the right side with the stitching line that you just said.
My tea is probably so cold.
You're what? Oh,
My tea.
Alright, and that there's different places to hold it there, so I know where the closure is. And then on this
I searched
side,
your bag.
Huh?
I searched your
I'm
bag.
going to go ahead and
I haven't even bought a fabric yet.
pin so
You
that
probably
I'm
gotta go
pinning right
tomorrow
in the middle of the
or
zipper
tonight.
tape.
Probably tomorrow.
Let's go Thursday.
Yeah, I know, right. Well, I don't have class. It's really bad because I don't have class on Thursday, so I wait to do a lot of stuff until Thursday. Because I just wake up at like 11 and just do everything. It's really a bad habit. I don't know what I'm going to do in next quarter.
Remember
I
where the
don't have
zipper
class
pull
on
is,
Monday,
you need
Wednesday,
to give it a
Friday.
little bit of extra room, so you kind of pull
Work.
it aside and kind of gently push it over.
But I'm going to have 6 hours of class
Creating
on
a
Tuesday,
little bit of
Thursday,
extra
because you know they
clearance there.
switched the classes to 2 hours instead of 2:50 or 2:20 or whatever. Too long. That's what I call it. It's not. It's going to be like being in high school on Tuesday, Thursday. 6 hours of class. I pretty much spend my whole day with Dr. Copeland.
What?
I said pretty much like spend my whole day with Dr. Copeland.
Pins right in the middle of that
She's
zipper
like
tape.
one of the teachers who
Move
teaches
my
like
zipper foot over to
majority
the
of the
other side,
classes.
'cause I'm gonna perch on the top again. What I'm gonna do is stitch right down the center of that zipper tape. To the
Yeah,
bottom,
I
I'm
think
gonna
like
turn
of
right where
25
the
classes,
end of my
you
back
take
stitching
15
is
of
there at that end.
Wow.
Yeah.
And we come across and back stitch here. So you'll still have the sort of rectangle look
Oh, weird.
from before. So let's do it and then you.
So you're
can see
going
what it
over
is.
your edge stitch and then doing it like we did the center zipper.
The edge stitch? There's
Yeah,
no
the edge stitch that you did on the other part of the flap thing.
You're not going over it. I mean, your flap is over there, but you're not sewing over top of it. You're just on the other side. Does that make sense?
Oh, so like you're finishing the rectangle
Yeah,
with
so
the
you
other
have one
piece.
down and
Got
then you
it.
make the other one come across.
Got it. I was wondering, I was like, how would you open that? Yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
right?
Got it. Yeah, probably could answer that myself. Interesting. Okay. Okay. She should never sewing machine this way. Like half of my videos, not even. What kind of bag are you making?
You know, I thought I was making like a tote, but I might change my
You
mind.
know. You're funny.
No.
My bag is seriously like 2
So when I
oval
put my
pieces
needle down to turn,
put together.
I wanna make sure that when I put it down,
This is gonna be
I'm
hard.
putting it down to the point where it's starting to come back up. And at that point, I'll
It's just
lift
like a giant circle.
the foot and turn.
Luckily, it's with another giant circle and not like the curve we did in this class. Is that it? I like the short ones.
So you created like a half of a rectangle essentially?
And the fold completes that rectangle.
Is that like how jeans are? The zippers on jeans?
Not quite.
No,
It's a
okay.
different technique and we're not.
Thought I had it. Just kidding.
It just slipped through my finger.
I'm trying to figure out like why would you use this?
Yeah, like that is.
Just kidding.
So you, when you're turning the corner and you put the needle down, if you put it down to the point where it's starting to come back up just a little bit, it prevents it from pulling up the bobbin thread. So
Yeah, I learned that the hard way.
So when you put it down, you want to put it down all the way.
Oh,
It's
hard
just
way.
all the way down.
Oh,
When it
gosh.
starts to come just back up, you know that it's done with its cycle. So that it's pulled the bobbin thread. So then we have a little zipper here that laps over,
Cool.
just like that, and then we can press it and we're all done.
Oh.